I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God, the sexual energy that is in here is unbelievable. That's sexy fun. You don't even understand. Speaking of sexy, what a great segue. I was in the shower the other day, and I'm looking at I'm washing my hair, the head and shoulders. I got the dandruff real bad. I need the head and shoulders. I'm washing my hair. The soap's in my eyes. So, I'm thinking, well, I can totally wash it out of my hair. So I'm absolutely, couldn't get soap in my eyes. So anyway, I'm going gray up here. I need a little salt and paprika. So anyway, I'm in the shower. My muscles are just glistening. It's unbelievable in the incandescent light. So anyway, I look at how nervous I am in front of you lovely people, this sexy crowd, and you guys are killing me here. I gotta be honest with you guys. I get a little nervous here. You're probing eyes. Your eyes are probing me. So yeah, I'm looking at. I got two types of. I think I need a microphone there. Sorry guys. This is all planned, of course. Okay, so I'm looking at the. This thing's no thing. Okay, so I'm looking at the two bottles of body wash. One says it's going to guard me from odor, and one said it's going to shield me from odor. And I'm thinking, well, would I rather be guarded or shielded from odor? And I'm like, well, if I'm guarded from odor, that means that, like, I don't have to do anything. Like, the odor's just taken care of. I pay up some cash, ching, 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 and, it's taken care of. Now, if I'm a pretty lazy guy. I don't want to be, like, shielded from odor. Like, a shield's heavy, and it's, like, it's awkward, and I gotta, like, keep my eyes open. Like, where's the odor coming from? Over here? I don't know. Anyway, but that's me. I got the brain problem, so that's a big problem for me. And, but I got hope. I got hope for the future generations. I got big hope for the future generations. I think that, I got a young niece, and I look in her eyes and I see, oh, she's a very smart girl. She's like, what is it, like 4? How old is she? Oh, you guys don't know. So she's like 5 years old, and she's playing with this little toy that's like blowing trolls around or something with air. And I'm like, I look at her and I say, I'm thinking, that's the future of the Keith Chafee. That's my name, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. But that's the future. That's the future of the Chafees. I'm thinking, oh man, this is the future. I'm hoping and praying. And I look in her eyes. I'm thinking, well, I'll ask her a question. I'll say, how do you think that those little troll dolls move around in there? And she's like, well, and she's thinking, and I'm seeing this sparkle, this glint in her eyes. She's really, she's mulling it over, and I'm thinking, well, her answer's going to be, well, how does it work? She's going to say, well, the air, Uncle Keith, and what a genius child. I think, oh my God, she's a science prodigy. So I say, how do you think that works? And she looks up at me and she says, well, Uncle Keith. I say, so how does it work? She says, well, works great. So, I don't know, take it as you like it. I don't know. But, there's a lot of things you have when you're a child that you lose as you become an adult, and you hopefully regain, like your teeth, right? Like when you're a kid, you lose your teeth, and they grow back in. But me, I kind of lost my bed frame. I haven't had a bed frame in the last 8 years. I don't know. If you don't have a bed frame, there's probably a lot of things you don't have, like a mortgage, like a car. But they ought to just put it on an exam. Or on your application for a job. It should be like, do you have bed frame? Yes or no? And it'd be like, well, Keith, it says here that you don't have a bed frame. Are you between bed frames, or have you never owned a bed frame? I'm like, well, I used to have a bed frame a long time ago. It's really nice one, though. It's like, I had another bed attached to the bottom of it. It's kind of like a transformer kind of motif. I'm sorry, Keith. I don't think you're right in this position. But, that's just the way things go for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm... So, anyway, you gotta have a job, though. I'm talking about the job. You gotta have a job. Now, when I first moved here from Vancouver, believe it or not, sexy it up a whole nother level here. New Brunswick. I'm from New Brunswick, by the way. That's yeah. You know, I first moved here like 3 years ago, so I had to get a job. I absolutely had to have a job. You know, like my friend here recording the whole thing is, you know, he gets pretty sick of me sleeping on his couch, so you know I got to find a job, get my own place. So wow, I got really loud there. Sorry, guys. But so I got a job as a bill collector. I'm not a bill collector guy. I am like a nice. I feel bad about like things. But like so you know, the new bill collector, he gets all the crappy, basically almost joke files. It's like I call up this guy. You know what the guy's job was? He's an out-of-work VCR repairman. I kid you not. I am not making this part up. So it comes across my desk, and I'm like, okay, what's this guy do? He's got VCR. I'm like, oh, what is this joke? So I call the guy, and I'm like, hi, yeah, this is yeah, I gotta make up a name because you don't tell them your real name because I might find you and kill you. I don't know. You're a bill collector. People don't like you. So I'm like, do you think, why do you feel the need that you do not have to pay your bills, Mr. Drake? I'm trying to be a tough guy. He says, well, I'll tell you. A lot of, the calls were always in America. It was never like calling, anyway. So I was like, he's always like, well, I'll tell you, thing is, VCR business ain't been so good lately. And I'm like, well, that's not really my problem. You know, can you give me your credit card number or something and possibly, you know, we can work something out. Well, I didn't have a credit card. You know, it was, but I had a lot of money invested in Enron, and that kind of went up on me. That kind of went down. That didn't work out so well for me. So, you know, I'm just kind of pushing forward. I got a script. I'm just trying to push forward. I'm like, okay, guy. Okay, well, is there any valuable property you might have that you put a lien against, so you possibly send some money to the mean old bill collector? And I'm like, and he's like, well, I did have some property there in Louisiana. Then Katrina blew through. Poor guy. I felt so bad for the poor guy. I honestly did. Not really, though. That's totally made up. I lied to people for a living. Okay, so, speaking of WikiLeaks, ugly segue. So speaking of WikiLeaks, you guys were the sexiest crowd I've ever seen in my life. It's like a plutonic sexiness in here. I just can't believe it. So anyway, so you know what? If they really want to find the WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, I think his name is. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody correct me. Is anybody keeping up on the WikiLeaks thing? Anyway, so I'm wondering. You know, I took out a student loan 8 years ago. I have moved 75 times. I've never left a forwarding address anywhere. I'm a ghost, man. I'm a blip on the radar. And what I just don't understand, like, those student loan guys, they just don't give up. They will find you. It doesn't matter what you do. I say, give Julian Assange a Canada student loan. I was walking down this Columbia Street. The friggin' payphone rang. I pick it up. Hi, this is Canada. You're Candace from Canada Student Loans. Why do you feel the need not to pay your bills? You know, woo, leave on a good one. Hey, you know what? I'm going to do quick impressions. Actually, they're in my throat. Beautiful crap. Sexy. Okay, alright. You know, things get a little boring on the job site, okay? So I'm a painter, you know, things get boring. I hang out with electricians, all kinds of people. Anyway, so, you know, I come up with a few workplace impressions, okay? I'll give you, you guys are into this kind of old-fashioned humor. Some of you might get it, some of you might not. Don't look at my face. Alright, get we're with me here. We're all in this together. Sorry. That's let me. Alright, I'm gonna shorten up the mustache here as well. Alright, there we go. Bingo. Holy, I'm sweating like a pig. Give me a second. It'll stick. Oh. Okay, guys. I'm Charlie Chaplin. Okay. Okay, sorry. Look how expressive I am. And then, yep. I don't know. So usually I don't work that hard on the jump, but I'm not that sweaty.